My favorite therapeutic toy is play stands. It's non-gender specific, but I do associate it with the culture of Waldorf education. It's appropriate for ages from 0 to 7, maybe a bit longer, and it corresponds with 2 Piaget stages of development, sensory motor, from 0 to 24 months old, when the child learns how to crawl, walk, and stand, and from 24 months old to 7 years old, when the child's imagination, memory develop, and when they engage into make-believe play. Also, it corresponds, I believe, to all the stages of Pardon's play or development, because as early as newborn child can participate or complement from the toy. For instance, just being there with the mother and nursing while the other older sibling is at play. This toy is available for sale at Toy Garden, but I actually made it myself. These are quite an investment. It consists of 2 pieces like this, shelf and a dowel on top. You cover it with silk or a blanket. You put a sheepskin underneath, and it's ready for an occupied stage of play. And when the child is ready to explore movement, we are talking such important development of such important motor skills as crawling, standing, climbing, walking, hanging, reaching, and then finer motor skills are using these clips, pinching, and maybe playing with the hand puppets and manipulating smaller objects that are part of the play. The beauty of this is that the child can reconstruct the scenes of the daily life, can imagine being in a laundry room in that little space, cook pizza in a pan, put to bed the loved ones, including themselves, because it's a very soothing space. Children love little spaces. And my favorite one is making puppet shows. Cognitively, the child needs a lot of skills that involve thinking, judgment, evaluating, and reasoning. For instance, how can I clip the blanket so that it doesn't slide? How far or close can I position the stand so that I have enough of the blanket width? Is this blanket wide enough, or do I need a wider one? So all those reasoning skills are very important cognitively, or cause cognitive development. Perceptually, vision is very important. Then tactile sensations, because child is going to be dealing with different textures of wood, different textures of wool, silk, and sheepskin. At least they may be those objects the child manipulates will be smooth or prickly or sharp. So the child, from the point of view of emotional and social and psychological considerations, we need to think whether this enclosed space is comfortable for the child, whether the child is ready to participate in the play with other people and interact, whether he likes darkness in that place, whether his communicative skills are appropriate and he can express frustration and deal with frustration. Safety, in terms of safety, first of all, for a very young child who's just trying to explore movement, adults should be there to stabilize the structures. Then we should make sure that they are not near of any electrical outlets that are not covered, that there is no potential for splinters. We should probably sand and re-wax the surface. We should make sure that the child is not completely and unexpectedly covered with blankets or fabrics that will frighten the child. Those are the major things. Modifications. For the younger child, we can make the structure from the heavier wood like oak and provide wider base for stability. For the child with special needs, we can consider commercially made play stands that have curved piece of wood attached to the dowel that will make structure taller and allow better passage in the wheelchair. If the child has bigger upper extremity, we can consider lower structures and maybe allow the child play with the very lightweight silk rather than heavy wool blanket that I have here. I highly recommend this toy because I observed my children playing for many happy hours imaginatively and independently. It allows them to, in a play form, to relieve all the household chores, responsibilities, and things, occupations that they observe during the day. And also in a classroom environment, it's a sanctuary for a child to escape from the noise and rambunctiousness that happens around them. And when the cooperative stage of play comes, the children can together decide what materials and how they're going to use to create a living space, and they also provide little glimpses for each other, how their family as a unit operates. Do they use iron? How do they wash dishes? How do they communicate? How do they organize and provide meals? How do they put each other to bed? So I highly recommend this toy. Please consider having it in your therapeutic space, and thank you for watching.